From corsets that made it hard to breathe, to miniskirts that shocked the world, French women's fashion didn't just change clothes, it changed history. Let's see how. France, the land of fashion, elegance, and style revolutions. A place where fashion isn't just clothing, it's a statement. In just a few minutes, we'll explore 200 years of women's fashion in France, from the royal gowns of the 19th century to the modern street style of Paris. Every decade brought a major change, and some of those changes rewrote the rules forever. So stay with me until the end. In the early 19th century, during the reign of Napoleon Bonaparte, women's fashion was inspired by ancient Greece. High waistlines, lightweight fabrics, and simple classical silhouettes. Women walked like goddesses, elegance above all else. But in the 1830s, everything became bigger. Puffed sleeves, voluminous skirts, fashion wanted to be seen. Outfits became more detailed and more extravagant. By the 1870s, the corsets reached their peak. Waists had to be narrow, very narrow. The hourglass silhouette became the standard of beauty. But behind this beauty, there was pressure too. Beauty was never easy. As the 20th century began, in the 1900s, the Edwardian style emerged with high collars and large hats. Everything was formal, orderly, and refined. Then suddenly, the 1920s, a true revolution. Skirts got shorter, hair was cut short. Dance, music, freedom. Women who had barely breathed in corsets yesterday danced boldly today. This wasn't just fashion. It was a shift in mindset. In the 1930s and 1940s, with World War II, fashion had to simplify. Fabric was scarce. Colors were neutral. Function mattered more than extravagance. Fashion reflected society. In 1947, a turning point. Christian Dior shocked the world with the new look. Full skirts, cinched waists, glamour returned. After the gray years of war, color and beauty returned. The 1960s, youth took control. The miniskirt was born. Colors became bolder. Fashion was no longer dictated from above. It came from the streets. Fashion became a tool to express identity. The 1970s, total freedom, bohemian, hippie, flowing fabrics, floral patterns, a carefree spirit. Rules faded into the background. The 1980s, power and glamour, broad shoulders, neon colors, clothes that said, "I am here." But the 1990s, a complete turn. Minimalism, clean lines, neutral tones, simplicity itself became the ultimate luxury. In the 2000s, a mix of past and future. Tall boots, skinny jeans, media-driven sparkle, celebrities and social networks accelerated fashion trends. And in the 2000s, Paris remained the fashion capital. Street style stood alongside haute couture. It was no longer just about brands. Personal identity mattered more. Ultimately, French women's fashion over the past 200 years has been more than clothing. It reflected mindset changes. It reflected women's social roles. From the suffocating corsets of the 19th century to today's freedom of personal style, each era tells its own story. And now, one big question. If fashion is a mirror of society, what will our clothes say about us in the future? If you enjoyed this journey through history, follow us, and in the comments, let us know. French men's fashion next, or another country